Yo, what is going on, guys? The boy J12 and welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started on this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let's get it. It's been reported that Andre Iguodala is allowed to skip training camp as Grizzlies pursue trade. Iguodala will remain on Grizzlies roster likely well into the season. However, the team agreed the veteran can continue private workouts at a location of his choosing, while Memphis pursue trades involving former Golden State. There's mutual understanding per sources that the situation may not reach a resolution until well into the season. On December 15, players who sign as free agent this summer will be eligible to be traded, potentially expanding the range of possible deals. The NBA trade deadline is February 6. It's obvious that the Memphis Grizzlies is not looking to buy out Andre Iguodala, and it's understandable, man, because Andre Iguodala at his age right now still have some value. So the Memphis Grizzlies trying to see if a team is going to be like, you know what, I'm gonna make this trade and give you guys this second round pick or this first round pick for Andre Iguodala. I don't think Iguodala is worth a first round pick, but I'm pretty sure Grizzlies will be satisfied with getting some second round picks for Andre Iguodala. So it's understandable, but at the same time, you're wasting the man's time, man. Andre Iguodala this could possibly be his last season, man. The man want to hoop, and you pretty much holding him hostage because you don't want to buy him out. But I understand both sides, man. And then next up, sad news for Carmelo Anthony. Says Nets are very unlikely to sign free agent Carmelo Anthony. There are multiple reports out there about how Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant wanted the team to sign Carmelo Anthony. I made a video yesterday talking about how the Nets players were pushing the team to sign Carmelo Anthony. So if your two superstar player along with the entire roster can't get the front office to sign Carmelo Anthony, we just have to say it, man. Carmelo Anthony in the NBA could possibly be over because two superstar players told the team to sign you. The whole roster told the team to sign you, and they still don't see a reason to sign you, man. A lot of people keep saying how Melo is still better than half of the league and all that stuff. In my opinion, Melo can still play, but I don't know what is it with Melo, man. Teams are just not willing to take that chance by bringing Carmelo Anthony onto their roster. I have no idea why, but they're just not willing to take that chance, man. All right, man. So it's been reported that the Heat are still interested in Thunder point guard Chris Paul. The Miami Heat reportedly mentioned an interest in trading for Chris Paul, but are unlikely to make a move until they see how the roster fares out in the 2019-2020 regular season. The Heat would have to find the right level of matching salaries to acquire Paul, who would make $38.5 million this season. First off, completely understand why Pat Riley would want to go for a guy like Chris Paul, because if you compare Chris Paul up with Jimmy Butler, especially with the way the East is looking right now, you know, Kawhi is gone, LeBron's no longer in the East, so you pretty much just have to go through Giannis and Joel Embiid, which, no disrespect to those guys, that's not going to be that much of a difficult task to accomplish, especially with Giannis not having a jump shot yet. But if he add a jump shot this season, then it's a completely different conversation. But for now, shouldn't be that difficult. When I'm saying it shouldn't be that difficult, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm just saying it also shouldn't be that difficult. So I completely understand why Pat Riley is not giving up on Paul yet. But my biggest question is it worth it? Is it worth giving up a couple of draft picks? Because that's pretty much what Oklahoma City Thunder want. They are rebuilding, so they're going to want some draft picks for Chris Paul. And on top of that, you're probably going to have to let some guys go so that you could create space in order to bring in Chris Paul fat $38.5 million contract. And Chris Paul is getting up there in age. Chris Paul probably have a good 2 years left if he take care of his body. So is it worth it getting rid of all those draft picks just to bring in Chris Paul to see if you can make it to the NBA Finals? Because yeah, let's say if you get Chris Paul and Jimmy Butler and somehow they just dominate the East, right? You're still not gonna win the NBA championship when you have teams like the Clippers, the Los Angeles Lakers, Golden State Warriors. I know a lot of people are sleeping on them, but they still going to be a problem this upcoming season. So is this trade worth it? Is it worth it to make this trade now? I don't know, man, but Pat Riley's the genius here. I'm not. I'm just commentating on this stuff. In my opinion, I don't think it's worth it to go I don't think it's worth it to give up all those draft picks to bring in Chris Paul unless there's another way around it where you could get Chris Paul without having to give up too much. Then yes, absolutely, go for it. If you could pair up Chris Paul and Jimmy Butler, both of those guys don't take no crap, man. I know a lot of guys do not like the way Chris Paul play, especially with the little dirty stuff he be doing on the court. But if he's on your team, you gotta love a guy like Chris Paul and Jimmy Butler. We obviously know Jimmy Butler don't take no crap from nobody. So if you're not practicing hard, Jimmy Butler will let you hear it. So absolutely, if you can find a way to make this trade happen without having to give up too much, then yeah, go for it. But if you have to give up a lot of draft picks and get rid of some guys just to bring in Chris Paul, I don't think it's worth it, man. But that's all I got for you guys today, man. Let me know how you guys feel in the comment section below. Do you guys feel like it's worth it to make this trade for Chris Paul if you have to give up a bunch of draft picks? And do you guys feel like it's not worth it? Let me know in the comment section below, man. I'm out. Peace.